Did you know you have to train your brain? We have to practice growing. We don't just all of a sudden become a big, tall, great flower, do we? We have to practice. We have to teach our brain what to think about, and we have to, how do we know if we're thinking about the right thing? Do you know? What do? We have to measure our thinking and our actions about, and how do we measure it with what? The Bible, God's Word. So we have to measure, and we look and see, is what I'm thinking about, what I should be thinking about, is it a good thought? Is it or a not so good thought? So we're going to focus on the good stuff. So we're talking about being more grateful and having more gratitude today and less grumbling. Do you ever grumble and say, I don't like this food my mom made today, I'd rather have a hot dog? Oh, no, no, God doesn't want us to grumble. He wants us to be thankful for everything, right? Even Paul, when he was on his journeys and he was in prison, guess what? He found 3 things that he was grateful for. Even though he was in prison and he was bound and couldn't do the things he wanted to, he said, oh, well, the Christians here are going to, they're growing in confidence. Oh, the Christians here, they're being fearless. They're less fearful of talking about God because of my trials. So he was finding all the good stuff that happened because he was in prison. He wasn't focusing on the what? The bad stuff. When we grumble and our heart's grumbling and we're thinking and our brain is thinking about not so good stuff, then it gets grumbly and we are not happy. We are not happy. We focus and we lose focus and we kind of fuss with our brothers and sisters and we fuss with our mommies and we whine. And what does mommy do? Is she happy? No, mommy's not happy when we grumble. Is God happy when we grumble? Does he tell us not to grumble? To find good in everything and to grow in God and grace and knowledge of God, right? That's what we're going to talk about. And so I want you to put in the good stuff. I want you to think about the good stuff in your head and throw out the bad. Most kids I talk to, guess what? They don't know that they can throw out the bad thoughts. Sometimes we have not so good thoughts, all of us. Like, ooh, I should have that toy and not her. I like her dress and I wish I had it and she didn't. We don't want to think those things. And everybody once in a while has those thoughts, and what do we need to do with them? What do? Throw them out. We don't keep them. We keep the good stuff, right? So if we put the good stuff in our head, and we think about the good stuff, what's going to come out? The good stuff is going to come in. We put good stuff in, and we think about good stuff, and we talk about good stuff, and Jesus tells us, and God tells us in the Bible, that we think on pure and good things, right? For good report, all the good and virtuous things. That's what we're to think about. Yes?
If I want to have something that someone else has, I always know that I want to be a Christian, so I just say that I wish we both had it.
That's great. You measured it against what? What did you measure your thinking against?
The bad.
What God tells you to do, and that is wonderful. And so, now next week, I want you to think about it all week. I'm going to pass these out when you're leaving, and I want you to record all the things you're grateful for. Grateful means to appreciate, to be thankful, and realize that other people did things for you and that God did things for you. So just like Paul, I want you to record on your flower how you grew and the good stuff you put in, you focused on. Can you do that for me? Who's going to show me 3 things they were grateful for next week? I can't wait to see all the wonderful things you were thankful for. Okay?